Hi, thanks for watching. As you can tell, my voice is sounding a lot better, but it has been a long, strange trip. Monday night, I started having stomach pains that I thought were probably caused by the steroids that they put me on, just aggravating my ulcer. Tuesday, it continued all day long. Tuesday night, and I was having a really rough time sleeping. Um, Monday and Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, when I woke up to take the kids to the bus stop, I was still in excruciating pain, and I thought, you know what, maybe something else is going on here. So I went to the emergency room and they did some tests. They ran a lot of tests, and came back and said that I had a gallstone in my gallbladder that was blocking it, but that also my gallbladder was full of gallstones and they just needed to remove the whole bladder, the whole gallbladder. Um, and I know that it doesn't have really anything to do with my laryngitis that I had for 3 weeks, but I think what happened, and this is pure speculation, I think I probably got COVID Omicron, which led to the laryngitis, and then it wouldn't go away because I was so sick because of my gallbladder. And now that my gallbladder is gone, my body is able to start healing itself like it should. But I'm going to be reviewing Cate Quinn's The Clinic, thanks to NetGalley for providing an advanced EARC of this in exchange for an honest review. Now, this is the first Cate Quinn book I've read. I know she had a really um, good bestseller out there, The Black Widows, I believe it was called, but I didn't read it. Um, this follows Meg, who is, she works at a casino, kind of security. Um, she catches people who are cheating at the tables, people who bring things in that they're not supposed to bring in. She takes the things that they're not supposed to bring in once they drop them in the I guess basket or whatever, because she has an addiction to oxy. And she gets really drunk talking to her ex-boyfriend, and he kind of leaves her there at the bar after her shift, and she's watching TV, and she throws a chair at the TV because she's just seen her sister on the news as having committed suicide at the rehab that she checked into in the Pacific Northwest. So Meg has this bright idea that she's going to go and check herself into rehab because she really does need rehab to try to find her sister's killer. Harry thinks that yes, she needs rehab and their employer will pay for it, but that's not the rehab she needs to go to. This is something entirely other than rehab. She actually needs to focus on rehab and not trying to figure out what happened to her sister. But Meg is convinced that in no world would her sister have killed herself. And so she goes and she checks into this place. Now, it's run by Dr. Lutz, who is from Switzerland and has some questionable new treatments for addiction. He has brought in Dr. Kara, not Dr. Kara, he's brought in Kara as kind of like a director, I think. And she has a past herself. She used to work in hotel management, and she started dating one of her bosses that she didn't know was married, and that turned into this big internet scandal. And so this to her, when Dr. Lutz contacts her and offers her this job, she jumps on this chance. She's like, okay, well, this is a way to restart my life after that ridiculous situation. And then there's the people who are already there, and you have Jade, Madeline, Dex, Tom. Hey, Madeline, Dex, Tom. There was one more, Sierra. Now, when she goes in, she is certain that she's going to be face to face with her sister's murderer when she goes there. So she suspects everybody. Madeline is an ex supermodel who's in her 50s. She's really aggressive. Jade is really nice to everybody, but she still doesn't trust her. Sierra allegedly had some beef with her sister Haley when Haley was alive. But as time goes on, she realizes that they probably got over that as time went on at the rehab. Dex is a rock star, and Tom is an old Western actor with a violent streak. And so they're all there, they're all under this Dr. Letts. In the prologue, take this with a grain of salt because this is the prologue from the ARC. And I'm starting to get uncomfortable sitting here, so I'm going to try to hurry this. Nothing's comfortable right now, I got to tell you. So the prologue, the way that the prologue sets up the story, it never circles back around to cover what the prologue set up. So I'm kind of confused there. And I'm curious to see if they're going to change the prologue or just remove it entirely from the finished product. But you go through this whole thing of, well, did Dr. Letts do it? Did Sierra do it? Did Madeline do it? Did Dex do it? Did Tom do it? Did Jane do it? And you go round and round in circles. I mean, and then on top of that, like the whole treatment thing is crazy. It bases the treatment off of blowfish, the poison from blowfish, and using that to stop the body from reacting to traumatic memories, but still getting the mind to remember those traumatic memories as a way to move forward and hopefully drop the addiction that is being used as a crutch for the traumatic experiences. You know, in a crazy kind of way, it almost makes sense what they were going for. The methods were definitely questionable, and at different times you think everybody did it. First you think it was Madeline, and then you think it was Sarah, and you go through the whole gamut. And I will say that the end was not where I expected to be at the beginning. It was a very intriguing book. I will say that. The fact that I was in the hospital led to the fact that I read most of it in a day. But it was a really good book. I'm not gonna say it was the perfect book. There was a few plot holes. Also the whole of it, when you step back and you look at it, kind of hard to believe. So like if somebody said that this happened in real life, I don't know. Maybe on that side of the world where it's closer to Hollywood, because there's a lot of Hollywood around this. Of course, the rock star, the ex supermodel. There's also another singer. So like there's a lot of stuff going on like in the entertainment world. And so maybe over there, maybe these crazy ideas would make a little bit more sense. But to just a normal person, some of it was really out there. But it was a really good book. And I'm gonna let you go because I can't sit here anymore. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below.